Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Food Beyond Its Nutrition. Yours truly, Dr. Drwendydearborne here with another delicious recipe. And actually, this is my husband in the kitchen today. And he is making what is fast becoming one of his signature dishes, smoked oxtails. Now, I don't eat meat, but I did eat some of that. And I don't eat meat because I don't actually like it. But that was delicious. That was off the chain. Now, this isn't one of those fast cook recipes. You can get it on the table, in 30 minutes, etc. No, guys, this actually takes some planning. There are several moving parts: braising, marination, smoking, but it is so worth it. So, guys, let's get to it. Okay, guys, this is my husband's. What are you doing?
Oxtail, smoked oxtail.
He's making smoked oxtail. So what we're going to do, or what he's going to do, is he's actually going to, if you turn the bowl around for me a little bit, just spin the bowl for me. Right? Okay, so what he's going to do, as you can see, some pieces have some serious fat on it. And, when you ask the butcher to trim, legally, they can leave a certain amount of fat. But anyway, this is what we got trimmed, which for me is badly trimmed, but this is what we got trimmed. So we're going to need to take off this fat. Otherwise, on the back end, we're going to have to do a lot of work to remove the fat from the gravy. So as you see, if you turn it this way, we do have some bones here that really don't need to be trimmed, and everything's been washed and everything like that is ready to go. So we've got some bones that don't need to be trimmed. So we're just going to actually put them into the pan, because we're going to get ready to season these up, trim them up, season them up. And see, we're going to put them in the bowl. Yep. And so that's what we're going to do with this. Okay, so we're going to do some trimming, or Dee's going to do some trimming. And you actually need a sharp knife. My knives are nice and sharp. And you're going to trim off as much of the excess fat as you can. Yep. There, yeah. There you go. So
I'm on it.
As much of the excess fat as you can. There you go. Okay, so again, some of the bones, or the oxtail, it's really got a lot of fat on it, and if it renders when it cooks, as I said a little while ago, it makes for a very difficult life on the back end, because you then have to you've got to decant, or you've got to get rid of all that fat. That was 1 pound 3 ounces of fat, and if your oxtail is $12.99 or $9.99 a pound, that's about what, 15 bucks or something you're looking at in fat. Not good. Okay, so we're gonna put our now trimmed and rinsed, cleaned oxtail, etc., into a different pan, because this one was too small, really. And Dee is getting ready to put his dry rub on the oxtail. All right, so Dee's getting ready to do his dry rub. He's going to dry brine it, if you will. Although we do have a couple of liquids in here, but he's going to dry brine it. He has liquid smoke, paprika, and that's one of his secret ingredients, actually. That's one of his secret weapons. All-purpose seasoning, garlic powder, that's the granules, and onion powder. and Liam Perrin's Worcester sauce or Worcestershire sauce. Where I'm from, we just call it Worcester sauce, but Worcestershire sauce. And he's going to start out by using the liquid smoke. I'm just going to move this out of the way so it's not blocking our view. All right, lower your hand a bit so we can see you. Yeah?
Yep, just got a cap.
You've got a cap full.
Mm-hmm. And just
sprinkle it all over.
Yep.
All right. And so he's going to mix it in. He's got to mix it in really well. I can smell the smoke, that's for sure. Because it's really important to remember that this is going to be smoked tomorrow as well. So this kind of gives it a little, you know, a little running start. You know, gives it a little running start. It gives it a little help. If you were actually going to do this in the oven and not the smoker, what I would suggest is maybe use a teaspoon of so of liquid smoke if you were going to do this all in the oven versus doing it on the smoker. Okay, and he's just rinsing his hands because he's getting ready to touch the bottles, and he's being very mean. Oh, with the he's trying to save the bounty. Okay, it's mixed up.
Okay.
Give it a good shake.
You got the cap.
Yeah, no, I shook it.
Oh, you gave it?
Yeah, I gave it a good shake. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. And
Yep, I'm gonna do my paprika.
and that's just sweet smoked paprika. It's not the hot one because we got one that's actually hot. But it's just sweet smoked paprika.
You seeing this? Okay. Then we season salt.
And it's important to remember that this is although we do have some liquids, but this is a dry brine, and this is a two-step process in that it is going to be braised in a braising liquid that also has seasoning, and that's your garlic granules. Onion powder. All right, and so now he's going to give this a really, really, really good mix. And that's to ensure that everything is coated. Everything is coated. And then we're going to put it into the refrigerator. And this can marinate up to 2 days actually, which is I think what we're going to do is going to have a 2-day marination period. So yeah, and we're going to cover it with some foil, seal it up. Give it a good mix. See, look at that. Because again, it truly is important that every piece has this marinade on it.
Even the small piece. I got to put my pepper, but
there's some cracked black pepper, we've got that. And so he doesn't have to do his hands, I'm gonna help a brother out. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's why it's so important to mise en place and have everything in front of you. I had put the black pepper, really it would have been to Dee's left, no, Dee's right, far right. And so it wasn't in our lineup. So of course, things get left out when you don't have it where you need to have it.
And you call it?
Mise en place.
Yeah.
Mise en place.
Uh-huh.
All right. And this goes into the refrigerator. And you don't have to go in and turn it or anything like that. Everything's coated. And Sunday morning, because today is what? Friday? Were we Saturday? Okay, Monday morning, bright and early, we'll start the process of smoking these. So this is going to have a 2-day marination. Actually, less than a 2-day marination. Mm-hmm. But yeah. We're going to put it in the refrigerator.
Yep.
And we will see
put
you.
Put it out, you know, let it get room temperature before.
Yeah, and oh yes, of course. Good. That's a really good point. One of the things that we do is we're going to actually smoke this on Monday morning, and we'll start smoking at what time? 9-10ish, which means that this marinated meat has to be out of the refrigerator by 7 o'clock, and you put it on the counter so it can come up to room temperature. Meat cooked from the refrigerator cold, when you're smoking it, grilling it, what have you, it doesn't do so well. It cooks unevenly. So that's that. We'll put it in the fridge. And anything that you wanted to add?
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Here are the oxtails. This is about 2.5 hours in. It might have maybe about another half an hour, 45 minutes to go. And then we're going to take those off and put them in the braising. Okay, guys, Dee has got his mise en place together for his braising liquid. On the cutting board, we have some green onions, we have some fresh garlic, fresh thyme, a yellow onion, we have carrots and celery. We're also going to use some bay leaf. Also, we have some kosher salt, we have some sugar, low sodium soy sauce, Liam Perrin's Worcestershire sauce, aka Worcester sauce. We have garlic granules, we have whole black peppercorns, we have onion powder, and we have 32 ounces of chicken broth. I also missed out the bell pepper. So we've got our mirepoix here, I believe it's called. You've got your red onions. You've got your bell pepper, green onions, carrots, celery. So those are all the things that are going in. And to finish off, once the oxtail has braised, we're going to use a little hoisin sauce and some lemon to brighten it up. So Dee's going to cut all this up, and we're going to divide it between 2 trays because of how much oxtail we have. We're going to divide it between these 2 trays, and we're going to put it back onto the smoker to braise. So yeah, that's that. When it's all cut up and the actual trays are put together with all of these ingredients in it, we'll show you what it all looks like. So we're going to use the organic low sodium chicken broth. I was looking for no sodium, but I didn't see it when I was in Albertsons. So we're going to use that. Nice packed 1/4 cup. Okay, cool. Yep. Just dump him in. So we're going to do 1/4 cup of soy sauce. To the top, take it to the top. Even if it overflows a bit, it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, 1/4 cup. Just dump him on in there. This really is for color and umami. You know, give it that nice flavor. All right, we're gonna switch weapons. Okay. All right, and a tablespoon. Actually, and then add a bit more. Just give a couple of dashes. All right, and a couple of dashes here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's that done. All right. And now, if you would just put some black peppercorns in. We're gonna freestyle from here. We're going out. We don't need no measuring from here. We're gonna do just a little handful or so. That can do for both. Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, just kind of.
Cool.
There you go, my man. There you go. Garlic powder, same thing. Go for what you know. And all this does is it helps to boost what's already in there. Yeah. And guys, that is it. We've got the salt, we've got everything in there that we need. So what we're actually going to do is give this a little mix, because we want the sugar to dissolve. And guys, bear in mind that when we actually get ready to reduce the braising liquid, we're going to put both of these together. So it would have been 1/2 cup of sugar. It would have been 1/2 cup of soy sauce. It would have been a couple of tablespoons of Lea and Perrine sauce, Worcester sauce. So just bear in mind, because we're going to put both of these together. All right, guys. Okay, we're going to get ready to take the oxtail out of the smoker so we can put it into the braising liquid. They look good to me. They look good to you, D?
Yeah, they ready.
Okay, baby. All righty.
They quacking. You know, I got it.
Yeah,
You getting it?
looking good. Yeah. Good to me. Nicely done. Very nicely done. As they call it, bark. Look at that. Oof. Looking good. All right, guys, so now we're Dee's actually getting ready to place the oxtail into the braising liquid. And so we're going to do it so it's mostly submerged. It doesn't have to be all the way, but mostly submerged. And then we're going to put this back onto the smoker.
Smoker.
Are they warm?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That looks good, guys. Take a look at that. That looks good. It's going to come out real good.
Trying to keep my shirt on it, you want?
No, 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 no. You weren't in the way.
Don't you work with me.
Move, cow, move. Alrighty. So here they are, and we're going to cover them and seal them, and then we're going to put them back on the grill. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we've covered the trays with the oxtail and the braising liquid, and one of the things that we do is we vent it so that can allow steam to build to help with the braising process. So you tightly put the foil around the tray because you want to trap as much heat and steam as possible. And now we're getting ready to put these back on the grill. This is 2 hours in. This is braising on the smoker, so this is 2 hours in, and by my guesstimation it needs about another hour, hour and a half. Okay, we've taken the ribs out, the oxtail out, and so we're putting it back on just to get a little bit more smoke before we put the glaze on. Okay, so we're gonna now make the glaze, and we're just gonna press that all down, extract everything that we need from that. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we're adding a good squirt of the hoisin sauce. All right, so we added about two, there you go. We added about 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. And we're going to give it a nice squeeze of lemon, and this really brightens it up, because sometimes you don't notice, it tastes like, oh, I don't know what's missing, something's missing, and what it is the acid from the citrus that really brings it up. And so then we're going to turn this on, bring everything together, give it a good stir, let it heat through, and that's the glaze. Okay, and then have another tasty. Have another taste and see if it needs anything. Did that do it? Yep.
I think you need some rice.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna heat that up. Okay, all right, so that's that. Okay, that's the glaze. And one of the things to remember about the glaze is to put the lemon in it. It is a game changer. All right, try to get it all over.
It smells so good, I feel like I'm eating it already.
Okay, all right. And you promised some people some of these, didn't you? And what happened with that promise? All right, you can leave some of that for your rice if you want. No? Okay. All right.
Miss Ella says, oh, hell no.
Okay, guys, that's the glaze on it. And I have to say that I had 2 of these already, 2 little ones, and it tastes pretty good, considering I'm not a meat eater. I don't like meat. I know Ella's here and Dee is here, and they're just so happy that I'm not. They're like, we'll split her portion. Guys, I hope that you try this recipe. It has a lot of moving parts, but it is so worth it. It's delicious. It freezes well, and it stores in the refrigerator for a good few days. Guys, for this recipe and more, visit me at foodbeyonditsnutrition.com and be sure to like and subscribe.